Good morning, students. I am starting with the topic simple interest. Interest is a reward or consideration for use of capital. It is a charge paid for the use of others' money. Interest is payable by the borrower of money, that is debtor, to the lender of money, who is a creditor. It is an income for the lender and the expenses for the borrower. Assume you are a borrower of money. You are taking a loan from somebody. When you are taking, you are a borrower and you will be known as a debtor, and the person who is lending you money is known as a creditor. For you, since you are a borrower, it is an expenses. For the person who is lending you money, it is a income. The sum of money borrowed or lent is called as a principal amount. Principal amount is overall amount what you are borrowing. If you are borrowing 5 lakh rupee, that is your principal amount. The principal amount is denoted with P. Time, the period for which the money is borrowed or lent is called time. In your perspective, you as a borrower, the time period, or we call it as a tenure period for which you are borrowing the money, is known as a time period. In a perspective of a lender, the money lent time period is called as a time. Here time is denoted with T. Rate. Normally, money is borrowed or lent at a unit per 100 rupees per year called rate. The rate is denoted with R. Amount. The money repayable or receivable after the expiry of the period is called amount, and it is denoted with A. R is rate of interest. A here is amount, total amount what a lender will receive or the borrower will repay after a certain point of time is known as amount. Amount includes the principal amount as well as the interest amount. Here there are two types of interest. One is simple interest, another one is compound interest. Simple interest is calculated only on our original amount of the principal, whereas the compound interest is like it's based on principal amount and interest that accumulates on it. In simple interest, the interest will be fixed for certain period, and the amount, if you have borrowed 5 lakh rupee at a 15% per annum rate, 15% of that 5 lakh rupee will be the interest charge. The overall interest charge and the principal amount will be the amount for you. But in case of compound interest, the interest will keep on increasing and keep on accumulating. The interest will increase. In this case, it is beneficial to the lender, but it is a kind of additional expenses to the borrower. Simple interest. Here, simple interest has a formula, that is PTR divided by 100. SI is denoted. Simple interest is denoted with SI. P means principal, R means rate of interest, and T means time period. Simple interest is equal to principal into time into rate of interest divided by 100, that is PTR by 100. Assume there is a borrower, there is a bank, there is a depositor. A depositor deposits some sort of amount in a bank. As your friend, you assume your friend, that's your friend is depositing some sort of 5 lakh rupee in the bank. That bank will not keep that money in its locker. It has to lend that amount somewhere, means invest that amount somewhere, generate some income. Later on, from that income only, the bank gives a certain sum of interest to your friend on his deposits. That amount, whatever bank has received, it will lend it to you, and whatever the interest you will pay, from that bank will deduct some sort of commission and profit. It makes a profit from that, and it will give some sort of interest to your friend. This is the process of bank deposits and lending. Here, with an example, we'll start illustration 1. Find the simple interest on rupees 800 at 5% interest per annum for 4 years. Also find the amount. Solution. Here they have given principal amount. Principal amount is 800 rupees. Time period is 4 years and rate of interest is at 5% per annum. Formula for calculating simple interest is PTR divided by 100. Principal into time into rate of interest divided by 100. Principal is 800 rupees into T. Time period is 4 years into 5% of interest. Total 16,000 divided by 100 is equal to 160. Simple interest here is 160 rupees have to be paid at a rate of 5% after 4 years on 800 rupees. Here the total amount will be principal plus simple interest amount, that is 800 rupees of principal plus 160 rupees of simple interest. Total is 960 rupees. Illustration 2. Find the simple interest on rupees 600 at 4% interest per annum for 3 years. Again here we have to find out the simple interest on a principal amount of 600 rupees. If I am borrowing 600 rupees at a 4% per interest for 3 years, what will be the interest charges and what will be the total amount that I have to pay to the lender? First have to find the simple interest. PTR divided by 100. P here is 600. T time period is 3 years and R is 4%. PTR 600 into 3 into 4 divided by 100, that is amounting to 72, and the total amount which I have to pay to my lender is principal plus simple interest amount is principal 600 rupees and the 72 rupees of simple interest, total 672 rupees. Illustration 3. If principal amount is not given, which is not known, how to calculate the principal amount? Find the principal for the 5 years when rupees 500 is simple interest at 5% per annum. Here they itself have given the simple interest amount and the year, time period and the rate of interest also. Here we need to find out the principal amount. The same formula we need to follow. Simple interest is equal to PTR by 100. Simple interest here given is 500 is equal to P, which is not given, so we are considering P as it is, into time period is 5 years into rate of interest is 5 divided by 100. After cross multiplication from 500 to 100 will get 50,000 into is equal to 5 5s are 25 P. Next step is here it came to P is equal to 50,000 divided by 25, which is 2,000. So here therefore P is equal to 2,000 rupees. Means if the principal amount is 2,000 rupees for 5 years and at an interest rate of 5% per annum, the simple interest will be 500. Illustration 4. If rate of interest is not given, calculate the rate of interest at which rupees 750 will amounts to rupees 825 in 5 years. Here 750 rupees has been given, that is principal amount, and the total amount is also given, that is 825. Principal amount is what amount you are borrowing, that is 750 rupees. 825 rupees is total amount you are paying to your lender, 825 rupees in 5 years. So what is the rate of interest here? If you are paying 825 whereas you borrowed amount is 750, after 5 years it has increased to 75 rupees, correct? Then what is here 75 rupees is interest, means what is the percentage of interest you need to calculate here. So given amount is 825, principal amount is 750, time period is 5 years. If amount is equal to P plus SI, 825 rupees is amount is equal to principal is 750 plus SI. 825 minus, when we take 750 in a left side of is equal to 825 minus 750 is equal to SI, that is simple interest. Therefore simple interest is rupees 75 rupees. continuity of the problem, here we need to calculate the percentage. We can easily understand what is the amount, but we need to calculate the percentage of rate of interest here. So simple interest is equal to PTR divided by 100. Simple interest we found, that is 75 rupees, correct? Now so 75 is equal to P is 750, time period is 5 years, and rate which we don't know, divided by 100. After cross multiplication, 75 into 100 is equal to 7500 is equal to 750 into 5, that is 3750 into R is equal to 3750 R. Now R we take it in a left side and we take the 3750 down. So here 7500 divided by 3750 is equal to 2. Here the rate of interest is 2%. Illustration 5. If time period is not given, in how many years the simple interest on rupees 800 at 3% per annum will be rupees 72? Given P is equal to 800, simple interest is equal to 72, rate of interest is equal to 3%, but T is equal to how much? What is time period? If simple interest is equal to PTR divided by 100, it's a formula for calculating the simple interest, correct? Then simple interest is already given, that is 72 rupees, is equal to P, which is already given, principal amount 800 rupees, into, here they have not given the time period, hence we are taking it as a T itself. Next 3 is the percentage rate of interest divided by 100. After cross multiplication of 72 with 100, it becomes 7200 is equal to 800 into T into 3 is 2400 T. That 2000, from that 2400 T will come left side, is equal to 7200 divided by 2400 is equal to 3 years. Here the time period taken for paying the loan is 3 years. This much about the simple interest. Thank you very much. I hope you have understood the concept and the problems.